I know, and people know, that was around in that time that Puff and Usher did have a situation. And that situation...
He has a mind of his own. What he chose to do with his is his prerogative. He's managing that aspect of his life.
But Usher is somebody...
I have nothing to do with Justin Bieber's...
Usher has found himself in the headlines again, this time due to his alleged connection with rapper Diddy and a recent lawsuit involving the latter. Diddy has been accused of mistreatment once again, this time by music producer Lil Rod. Now, Usher's mom, Jonetta Paton, doesn't want to have any of it again. She has now come forward with some shocking revelations about the singer's time working with Diddy. Usher's mom is trying to rinse her son clean of all allegations, and there's a possibility that she might sue Diddy for it. So it's all pretty messy, and you might need to grab a seat for this one. In the latest news surrounding Diddy's legal troubles, Usher is once again being dragged into the drama. Though he is not named explicitly in the lawsuit, a redacted excerpt has fans speculating that it is referring to Usher. It clearly stated that an artist performed at the Super Bowl and had a successful residency in Las Vegas. That sure sounds like Usher, right? Now, the way Usher's name came up was that allegedly Diddy was bragging to Lil Rod about hooking up with two people in the industry. One of them, a Philadelphia artist who dated Nicki Minaj, allegedly Meek Mill. It was him because Meek Mill is from Philadelphia, and he did in fact date Nicki Minaj from 2014 to 2016. The other person in question is said to be an artist who performed at the Super Bowl and had a successful Vegas residency, and that's Usher. With this being the case, it seems that Usher is not the only one who is unhappy with Diddy name-calling him. Sources close to the matter have revealed that Usher's mom wants to set the record straight about what allegedly transpired between Diddy and Usher, and she might even take it a step further by seeking legal action against Diddy. One of the allegations she wishes to clear up is the claim that Diddy is responsible for Usher ending up in the hospital.
13 years old when he started. So this is a kid just having fun. And when you see him on that stage, you're going to see it. He's having fun. He's still having fun.
But even before that, questions have long been raised about the involvement of Usher's mother in the events surrounding his career and whether she was aware of the situation. Some people thought that she might have been involved because there were many reports about it. It's hard to believe she never heard about it or got any warnings. The only time Usher's mom ever commented on her son living with Diddy was when she was asked about her comfort level with leaving Usher in the care of people like Diddy. She responded by stating that she had done her research and was confident that Usher was in good hands. She also ensured that no one took advantage of him, but Diddy sure did. It has been alleged that Diddy was the one who influenced Usher, even though Usher might not have wanted to. There have been several POVs about Usher's time living with Diddy. During an interview with Howard Stern in 2016, Usher himself detailed the wild experience he experienced while living with Diddy at 13 years old.
I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
But Howard wondered if he was given any rules while living with Puffy. After all, he was just a kid. He wasn't disciplinary. He was letting me be a young man, Usher told Howard. With Usher now having kids, he was asked if he would ever send them to Puffy Flavor Camp. Hell no, Usher said.
Years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
Hell no.
Now, if none of his statements confirm how terrible his time at Diddy's camp was, the intensity of his response depicts it. Besides Usher, another person who talked about his time at Puffy Flavor Camp is Diddy. Diddy drunkenly admitted that he and Usher used to sleep together on the same bed when he was 19 years old and the former was 10.
And, damn, pause, but like, check this out. Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented.
But several stories have been told about Usher's past too, dating back to his days within the Flavor Camp. One such story is also Diddy's history with Justin Bieber. Allegedly, Bieber, who was 16 years old when he met Diddy, was also groomed by Diddy. Some videos suggest that Bieber was forced into freak-offs, which are intimate encounters with multiple partners. The videos claim that Diddy got Justin hooked on drugs and manipulated him into doing things he didn't want to do. While there is no concrete evidence supporting these claims, one event that is most widely popular was when Bieber spent 48 hours living with Diddy, who was 40 years old at the time, alone. Diddy then claimed that he couldn't disclose what the pair were doing at the time. Given Diddy's controversial history with teenage boys, it raises concerns about his alleged behavior towards Justin during the 48 hours. Now, reportedly, Justin also passed through some grooming at the hands of Usher. In case you didn't know, Usher is widely credited with Justin's ascent into superstardom, with the R&B star mentoring the teen after a chance meeting in 2008. Usher even appeared in the music video for Justin's first ever single, One Time, and they have collaborated on other musical projects in the years since. Meanwhile, everything comes at a price, and the price Justin had to pay allegedly was his innocence. Now everything has come to a head at Usher's performance in the Super Bowl. The artist was expected to bring out a famous guest or two during his performance, so it's unsurprising that many immediately thought of Usher's former protege once his name was announced. But as I am sure you are aware, Justin did not join Usher on stage. While he did attend the Super Bowl and was shown enthusiastically watching the game from the crowd, he didn't go anywhere near the halftime stage. This incident has generated a lot of buzz about the relationship between Usher and Justin, with some people alleging that it's due to the dark secret between them. When it comes to Usher's past, he has also been accused of transmitting STIs to 2 women and a man. A woman named Quantasia Sharpton, along with 2 others who wish to remain anonymous, thereby going by the names Jane Doe and John Doe, sued Usher, alleging that they all contracted an STI from him after they all hooked up. They claimed that Usher didn't disclose his diagnosis to them and were seeking unspecified damages. These lawsuits were reportedly settled discreetly, with rumors suggesting Usher paid $1 million to make them disappear. There are speculations that this same diagnosis led Usher to the hospital, courtesy of Diddy. Allegedly, this incident prompted Usher's mom to sue. However, some still doubt that Usher's mom was unaware of what was happening. When Usher was asked by Robin Quivers, Howard Stern's co-host, if his parents were aware of what was happening at the Puffy Flavor Camp, he said they had no idea.
And your parents were Mary J. Blige, they didn't know nothing about this shit.
Oh.
Reportedly, Usher's mom confronted Diddy when she learned about her son being in the hospital and wanted to sue. But it's unclear what happened with the lawsuit, as everywhere became quiet later on. Maybe Usher's mom was paid off or threatened. Or she just didn't want to speak out at the time because of Diddy's influence and power. No one knows. Now that she's speaking out, the recent lawsuit involving Usher might have prompted her to speak out, perhaps feeling compelled or no longer afraid of Diddy's influence. With the recent lawsuit filed by Lil Rod, Gene Deal, the former bodyguard of Diddy, who is known for revealing most of the dark secrets of the rapper to the world, has confirmed that there was indeed a situation that resulted in Usher being hospitalized. During a recent sit-down on The Art of Dialogue, Gene Deal talks about his reaction to Usher's appearance on Club Shay Shay in January. On the podcast, Usher spoke about his time in Diddy's Flavor Camp in the 1990s as a minor. But Deal claims that the recent Super Bowl headliner wasn't being completely transparent about his time being mentored by Diddy. The interview begins with Deal sharing his thoughts about Usher being allegedly referenced in Rodney's Lil Rod mistreatment lawsuit against Diddy.
Usher part, that's a touchy situation, man. I know, and people know, that was around that in that time that Puff and Usher did have a situation. And that situation led Usher to the hospital.
While Deal doesn't elaborate on the hospital incident, he continues to allege that Diddy groomed Usher when the singer was a teen.
Now, I let Usher explain that to y'all. I let Usher tell that story. But how dare you say a man that groomed you, you gonna give him a pass? Bruh, you know I know.
Now, back to Lil Rod's lawsuit. The allegations have since managed to elicit reactions from countless social media users, including Andrew Tate. The controversial personality weighed in on X, apparently taken aback just as much as others. He replied to one of his tweets from December of last year, which read, "I am the most famous man in the world, and I avoid speaking to famous people because they're all gay and weird." So, P. Diddy was having a coupling with Meek Mill and Usher? He wondered. So that's about it. What's your opinion on this situation? Why don't you let us know in the comment section, and be sure to check out our next video.